And the benefit, even though we have an amazing worship team with us, is not just the phenomenal worship, it's the fact that they bring us to a place where you and I can have an encounter and we can move into the presence of God faster than we would have been able to on our own. And so we deliberately make that decision that that's where we're going to do. And I like what the prophet said. He said, wherever you go is where I'm going, If you don't stand with me, and then how will people ever know who I am? That was a wise man, Moses, when he said those words. But I feel like that in every service I'm at, because I realize sometimes we don't ever just sit down this long. And if we're not careful, you can make your grocery list in your mind. And we don't want you making your grocery list while you're here. We believe that God can redeem your time elsewhere. But while you're here, if you need a healing, our hearts are in agreement with you. Absolute freedom in those places. And there's always, those that don't yet know Jesus Christ. Yes, it's a good place to celebrate Jesus, our deliverer. And for any that don't know Jesus Christ, we often find that during our summer, when children are home from school, that we get to see more kids. And so last August, we saw more of our families receive Christ than any other time of all year. So we just want to announce ahead of time, bring your families, bring your kids. This is one of those moments that, that they're often in between, and it's a good time for God to be able to speak into their lives. So we've got a lot of room here. We fill up during worship, but you got a lot of room here spread out. Operate in your liberty. Just don't hit anybody else in the face with it. And we encourage you to enjoy the presence of God. If you'll stand, I want to pray for you as we enter into worship. God, I pray for each and every one of these right now. God, we believe that you want more for every one of these than they want for themselves. God, you never waste a second. And so we believe in this atmosphere of worship where you come and you take residence and you are throned right in the midst of us. We cry out to you. We say, rule in the midst of us. Rule over our enemies. Rule over this nation's enemies. As we lift you up and you are enthroned right here.